Your relationship with social media is broken. Here's why. The average person checks social media over 90 times a day. And usually not because they want to, but because something in their brain is telling them to. It's happening automatically. Here's a truth I want to share with you. Your relationship with social media probably isn't a healthy one. Shocker, huh? And that's not because you're weak. It's because these platforms were built to hijack how your brain naturally works. And if you don't understand how your brain is wired, social media will always feel like it's controlling you. You'll download the app, you'll delete the app. You'll download the app, you'll delete the app. I'm Dr. Denham, and I'm here to help you cut through all the crap online to find real science-based information that you can trust. And today, I want to talk about something that most people do not think about enough, and that is your relationship with social media. Not necessarily how often you use it, but why you use it. And more importantly, why some people seem totally addicted to it while others barely care. In order to understand that, we need to look at something deeper than just your habits. We need to look at your core temperament. Most people think the problem with social media is time. Too much scrolling, too many apps, too many notifications. But time isn't the real issue here. The real problem is that social media constantly triggers three powerful psychological forces inside of you. The first one is comparison. You see someone's highlight reel and suddenly your life feels smaller. The second one is validation. Likes, comments, shares, tiny signals that tell your brain people approve of you. And third, algorithmic manipulation. The platforms are literally designed to keep you scrolling. Infinite feeds, auto-playing videos, notifications engineered to pull you back in. And most people don't realize that these triggers don't affect everyone the same way. And that's where the core temperament model helps to explain what's really happening under the surface. The core model says that every person has a dominant internal drive, a temperament that influences what motivates you, what stresses you out, and what your brain naturally seeks. There are four core types. The first of the four types is the C, the feeler. Feelers are deeply tuned into emotional connection and belonging. For them, social media can feel like a lifeline. They love meaningful conversations, supportive comments, and a sense of community. But the downside for Cs, they can also become extremely sensitive to silence, criticism, or rejection online. A post that gets ignored can feel personal. A negative comment can stick with them for days because C's are motivated by comfort and connection. And so things that feel like violations, that feel uncomfortable and or make them feel disconnected is really damaging and hurtful for the C. The second core type is the O, the idealist. Idealists are wired for fun, excitement, and experiences, adventure. For them, social media feels like an endless highlight reel of life. Travel videos, funny clips, inspiring creators. Just last night, my daughter was showing me many funny dog videos. The challenge for O's isn't comparison usually, it's distraction. One video becomes 10 videos becomes an hour, and suddenly the day disappeared into the scroll. That's because O's are motivated by fun and enjoyment. The next temperament is the R, the doer. Doers are driven by action, efficiency, and results in their lives. They usually don't get stuck scrolling for emotional reasons, but they do fall into the trap of productivity content and competition, business success posts, fitness transformations, hustle culture. Instead of relaxing, their brain starts asking, am I doing enough? And suddenly social media becomes another scoreboard they feel pressure to win. The last core type is the E, the perfecter. Perfectors are wired for accuracy, improvement, and getting things right. So social media can become a place where they consume endless information, tutorials, advice threads, educational content. But their trap is analysis overload. They keep learning, they keep researching, they keep watching. It's never enough. There's no end to what you could research or do more of. And for ease, they frequently get stuck in the trap of never feeling like they know enough to finally take action. The insight I'd like you to see is that social media itself isn't the real problem. The real problem is unconscious engagement. When you don't understand your temperament and how your brain is wired, you don't realize what the algorithm is triggering in you. Feelers chase connection. Tough to get online. Idealists chase stimulation. Easy to get online. Doers chase achievement. Perfectors chase information and research. And social media platforms are incredibly good at feeding exactly those psychological drives, which means if you don't understand how your brain works, you'll always feel like social media has more control over you than you do. So if your relationship with social media feels unhealthy to you, it's probably not just about willpower. It's about awareness. Once you understand what your temperament is seeking, you can start using social media intentionally instead of automatically, responsively instead of reactively, which has the power to change your relationship with social media. If you're curious about your temperament and want to understand how your own temperament is affecting things like relationships, work, and even your habits online, take the free C.O.R.E assessment at whatsmycore.com, or it's also linked in the description below. It'll show you which of the 4 core types drives your behavior. And I'm curious about your experience. Do you feel like social media pulls you in because of connection, because of distraction, because of competition, or because of research and information? Please let me know in the comments. And if you want more insights on understanding human behavior and relationships, make sure to subscribe.